right, we are in Spain. We are in Barcelona. I'm trying to grip my camera correctly so that I don't drop it. That's the restaurant that I just had dinner at. Ciudadela Park. There's the sign blowing in the wind over there. I'm not even going to try to get the sign there because there's just no point. But yeah, got my other iPhone with my map on it so that I know where I'm going, and I'm all set to go. I'm filming this with my iPhone 7, so you'll probably notice a slight drop in the quality. There's a guy with a sword. Looking very medieval. Yeah. Looks like I think this lens could use a little bit of a wiping. Alright, I hope that made things clearer. Hopefully. I'm very good at fogging up and messing up lenses. It's a talent of mine. Now, the thing is, there are, as I've rehashed numerous times on this trip, Barcelona has a lot of thieves who just like come by and rip things out of your hand or rip things off your body. So if you suddenly see yourself getting shoved in my pocket really quickly, that's why. Because I felt I had to. The Arc de Triomphe is over that way. Obviously the Barcelonian one, not the Parisian one. Not as impressive as the Parisian one, but it's nice that they have one anyway. Yeah. We're heading back to my hostel. Here we go. All right. Gonna get out of start getting into the medieval, the Gothic quarter where I'm staying. That's actually where I'm going to be, where I'm going to need to be even more mindful, because you got these long corridors there, and you can find yourself alone in one of them with someone with not great intentions. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It is 11:38 at night. By the way, I love that Spaniards eat dinner at like 11 o'clock, midnight. I love it, especially on weekends they do that, and I'm all about it. I wish New York was like that. I wish we had restaurants open at midnight. That would be really great, because I am a night owl, and the only place for a night owl seems to be places where you consume alcohol, and I don't consume alcohol. So, more late night restaurants in New York, please. See, like we're coming up right now on a bunch of people. Well, it looks like these folks are having drinks, not eating. But I bet this place serves food as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, pretty right. Bustling nightlife. Yeah, you can buy food. Okay, now the other thing that I don't want to do is get hit by a car. That's don't want to get robbed, don't want to get hit by a car. All right, so we are now entering the Gothic Quarter. Pizza Pazza. We like pizza. There's a bust of a guy. Not sure who the guy is, but it's a good bust. So the nice thing about this is that you got these like corridors, these narrow little corridors here in the Gothic Quarter. Of course, walking through those, I'm out of sight of everyone, and that is an opportune place for someone to strike with no witnesses. By the way, I don't know, sorry. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did. Yeah, I mentioned it on Facebook. Yeah, my first morning getting out of the hostel in Barcelona, the first thing I was exposed to was somebody ripping a gold chain off of somebody else's neck and actually injuring the guy in the process. And running off with it. I talked to the guy afterwards to see if he was okay. And it was a gold cross that was given to him by his grandfather. So, but he was actually more like troubled by the violence of it than the theft. He was more like troubled that someone came and like did that to him. Understandable. Wow, I'm already halfway back. So this is obviously not a very long video, but I don't really have much space on my iPhone 7. I have even less space on my iPhone 7 than I have on my iPhone 13. So it's a good thing that it'll be a short video. And by the way, if anyone thinks that I have tons of apps and tons of pictures and videos and other things taking up space, that's not it at all. It's like just the operating system on iPhones expands, and you have like mystery files or caches, I think they call it, that you don't even know that you have. So that fills up your phone. I know there are ways to get rid of it, but I don't know what they are. So a 20-minute video will just be just fine. There's a bar. People coming out of the bar at night. Yeah. Love the Gothic Quarter. Truly lucky that I got a place in the Gothic Quarter. Like Madrid, it was the total opposite. I was like out in the sticks in Madrid. I was far away from the city center. But here in Barcelona, I'm right in the center of it all. I am getting closer. Got like posters for bands and shows and all kinds of things. So we are on Placa de l'Angel. Wait a minute. I just hit something on my phone and screwed everything up. All right. All right. This is what I got to do. There we go.
It's right here.
So just a few more blocks and then I'm there. I wish, like, I kind of wonder, you know, if this were, 20 years ago and I didn't have a smartphone with maps and all that, if I would just like be memorizing the street names and like I would know the way to get around the neighborhood that I've been staying in already. And it's because I have to rely on these maps on my phone that I don't even bother to find out the street name. I don't even bother to find out the street number. And I just stare at my phone in whatever direction it's pointing me in. In a way, perhaps I'm not better off for having a smartphone. Perhaps. That got pretty lights and all that stuff. Yeah. It's yeah, I'm getting closer. Be there soon. Yeah. I was here earlier today.
How? If that never happened.
A lot of statues of kings. A lot of like medieval king statues. So this is a place called El Campo. They have like really big locations. This is a small localized location. The big locations are like wholesale. You get really good deals at the big El Campos. Buy things in bulk. It's kind of like I don't know. There are a lot of stores in America like that. But they have the local version, Mi El Campo, which is much smaller and frankly more expensive. Here's this art piece. I took a photo of it, put it in my Instagram story yesterday. So if you saw my Instagram story, then you probably saw this thing. Yeah. And we're almost there. I'm almost back at my place. We'll go inside and we've got the tables, people dining late at night. Not just having drinks, but also dining. And now we enter sort of those narrow streets I talked about. Oh, it's right up, it's literally like right here. Okay. So this is the street that I'm staying on. This thing over here. This is my hostel. I would show you the inside and walk through, but the people who work there might think that's kind of weird. Sta Levante. It's pretty great. I'm going to walk back there in a second. I'm going to bring you to the corner here. We'll do a little turnaround, and then I'll call that a broadcast. Or a broadcast. I'll call it a video. It's not a broadcast. It's a non-live video. So here we go. It's like the corner. The Irish bar over here. The Irish pub. All this stuff. All these things going on. Just a Friday night in Barcelona. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's 20 minutes exactly. Good night.